What's going on, YouTube? We are here for another video talking about one of the greatest games I think of all time. Final Fantasy VII. Wait a minute. Hey, so yes, I have officially gone crazy and tried to get an 8-bit version of Final Fantasy VII. What? Now, a lot of people have been talking and showing out some of these funny demakes that they make nowadays for games, including stuff like Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I saw a bunch of those cool ones and stuff like that, when they basically take a modern game and smash it down into lower bits. As you can see here, I have found on the beautiful world of AliExpress, or whatever you want to call that website, an 8-bit version of Final Fantasy VII. You will see coming up here in a little bit off to the side, I have a YouTuber, Super Rock Mania, created a couple little videos showcasing this one. I have not been able to hook it up yet. I've been very weary on using AliExpress games in the back because I actually had one of their games destroy a Sega Genesis pins. So I'm going to show you what he's got to show, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Final Fantasy VII. As you can see over here, part of the game is just, it really reminds you of the original Final Fantasy on Nintendo if you ever played that. Now the music is wonderful from what I've seen, and the graphics and stuff. I mean, if you're really looking for an 8-bit way to go, you're set, man. Now, if some of you don't know the story, it follows Cloud as he joins up with the terrorist group Avalanche just for money, and throughout the story he meets all these crazy characters and ends up saving the world, and it's just awesome. And we're not going to talk about who dies in it because I don't want to talk about that anymore. Might bring a tear to my eye. But the game became so popular that everybody was just the Easter eggs. Everything with that game. I remember people having codes to bring back what's-her-face. I don't want to say it. Spoiler alert or whatever. But just all the properties, all the sweet stuff that came about it. And then I remember a couple years back when the Final Fantasy VII Remake dropped, and I was so angry that I did not have a PlayStation 4 or a PS5 to play it. Now, off streaming and off stuff like that, I am currently playing through this. Yes, this is sealed. I'm playing a digital version of it on my PS5 with the PS5 upgrade. But growing up, this was one of the best games ever. This is what really got me into RPGs, got me into being nerdy, got me into everything wonderful with it. I love the story, I love the characters, and even as a kid when I didn't really understand the material system exactly the way it was still a very fun game to go to play. Now, whether or not this is worth getting, it's basically just a gimmick that became up that I got for my game room. It's pretty fancy looking. Just, you have the classic art right there that somebody demoted from the original down to a nice little cool 8-bit, and it had the really cool black cartridge. I have 3 separate NESs, and sooner or later I will try and hook this up and maybe stream it down the road. But as of right now, this just came in and just made me laugh because I've been seeing all these bootlegs and all these freaking funny little games popping up left and right of demakes instead of remakes. So getting back more into the story and just talking about the game, like I said, I played the original one on PlayStation for so many hours into it. I mean, as a kid, I think I put about 60 hours into it, which is an insane amount with the attention span of one. And I remember trying to breed chocobos, go to the Golden Saucer, go to Cosmo Canyon, doing all this stuff, trying to get every limit breaker, and even, okay, we'll talk about it now because people are probably going to be gone that won't the spoilers or not. But I tried every trick in the book to try and bring Ares back, or Aerith back. Now, I was able to accomplish it via whatever you want to say, Game Shark later on in life. But I've also screwed up games with Game Shark 2 where I had a whole party of just clouds for battling, which was entertaining as heck. But it was just like, it was insane, man. It was just such a great RPG, and I enjoyed the old school 8-bit and 16-bit RPGs as well. So this will be a very fun one to go down to play later on. And who knows, I might, as soon as I drop I'm get through this game, maybe I'll instantly just jump on that one and see how it goes. And then after that, we'll just do the PlayStation 1 one. But yeah, just such great memories with it. Me and my friends used to play it, you know, and we just sit there for hours, you know, just playing, fighting, discovering, you know, going to every nook and cranny, trying to find, like I said, every final limit break, getting, trying to get Knights of the Round Summon, which I never got until I was older and I understood the concept more of the Golden Chocobo and stuff like that. But even that, breeding Chocobos, that was insane, guys. Just something as a kid. And then racing them, the ones that you bred. And then just the storyline, you know, the progress, how you go through all of these twists and turns. Where 1 minute, you know, you think Sephiroth's there, and then he's not. And then Cloud, you get something that will help you guys progress the story and save the world. Well, then something else crazy happens, and of course you lose it. And it was just a very amazing game. And then the fact that they could do stuff like this, I mean, I wish I knew the guys behind the programming for this, because this obviously took a ton of time to do. And the fact that people are able to rip it off and just place it on something like this so you can play it on actual hardware is insane. It's just absolutely crazy, guys. This one is definitely going to be going up in the cupboard. It's definitely going to be played sooner or later. But like I said, I'm just a little nervous about the pin situation. So putting one of these AliExpress games in and wreck my pins. At least on the 72 pin on the Nintendo, that it's way easier to swap out than, say, having to solder off the whole one on the Genesis. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick little bit. If you'd be interested in finding one or purchasing one of these, just let me know and I can maybe get the link to you. But like I said, special thanks to Super Rock Mania, which will have a link in the description below, who provided the visuals for the 8-bit version of his game to kind of give you a general idea of what it is like. And yeah, guys, Final Fantasy VII is awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know below what you guys thought of this video. And just all around, have a great day, guys. I appreciate you.